Coming up on Bulldawg Broadcast. Construction continues at Cruces High. We'll update you on the progress and tell you how to keep your car from getting towed.
Summer news from around the world makes headlines you shouldn't forget.
Bulldawg Sports gives us a heads up for next week's games.
Today is Thursday, August 14th, 2014, and BBC starts now.
What's up, Bulldogs?
Welcome to this year's first edition of Bulldawg Broadcast. I'm James Escamilla.
And I'm Naomi Zuspa Joachim. We're back at school for another great year to be a Bulldog.
This week's theme is Push to Start. Stay tuned as we push ourselves to bring you a show that starts the year off right. With the recent illness of science teacher Ms. Richardson and Principal Hendy, the community has come together to make a difference.
Numerous fundraising efforts have pushed the limit, raising almost $20,000. National Honor Society sponsor Mrs. Gardner has been a leader in the fundraising efforts and strongly believes in the importance of supporting these families through their difficult times.
Cancer doesn't have a certain profile, and anyone could be a person who needs our help or support. But because she is a Bulldog and she is part of our family, it's important for us to come together and support her.
A dinner dance benefit will be hosted by LCHS FFA on August 16th at the NMSU Judging Pavilion from 6 to 11 p.m.
For more information, you can see Mr. Howard in V9. All students and staff are encouraged to participate.
Bulldawg Broadcast would like to wish Mr. Hendy and Ms. Richardson well wishes for recovery.
While Mr. Hendy is receiving treatment, LCHS administration is pushing to compensate for his absence.
Assistant Principal Ms. Rivera has stepped up to fulfill duties until Mr. Hendy's return August 21st.
The remaining administration and counselors will not change positions.
If you haven't noticed yet, our school is undergoing a bit of a facelift.
This push for a better school is affecting everything from getting to school, going to class, and getting home. Here's Kyla Navarro for more.
The LCHS construction has reached new heights this summer, with many new additions and subtractions to the campus. The installation of this bridge was a major accomplishment. The bridge will serve as a skywalk connecting the LCHS main campus across El Paseo. Director of Construction Gloria Martinez describes the progress so far.
Oh, it's going really good. We're about 25% complete. We did start early package last year, which we started doing the demolition, and this year we're just doing the construction.
By next fall, the renovation project will have created 2 new gyms, a cafeteria, state-of-the-art classrooms, as well as performing arts center. But right now, the ongoing construction is affecting student traffic, especially parking. To compensate, LCHS has established procedures for students and parents. Student drop-off will continue to be across the main campus on El Paseo. For Assistant Principal Bobby Campos, safety is top priority.
It's just that we're going to allow some parents to drop off early in the morning, but once 8 o'clock rolls around and we get the majority of the students coming in the student parking lot, we have to have, for safety purposes, we have to have the parents drop off east of El Paseo.
Students can continue to park at the student lot near the drop-off area, but band practice takes up some space early in the mornings. Students are strongly encouraged to park only in these areas. Students can expect parking stickers soon. This has been Kyla Navarro reporting for Bulldawg Broadcast.
Thanks, Kyla.
Hang on, Bulldogs. BBC is about to rev up the show after this short break.
When we come back, Carly takes us around the world for some headlines you may have missed over summer break.
And Bulldawg Sports is off to a running start, covering the latest in fall athletics.
Hey there, Bulldogs, and welcome back to the new school year. I'm Maggie Taylor, here to introduce a new BBC segment to you. I'm standing here outside of the Animal Service Center of Mesilla Valley, our local animal shelter. There's tons of dogs and cats here, all looking for a home. That's what gave me the idea to do a new segment called Pet of the Week. Every week, I'll introduce a new pet to you, and if you find one that you like, you can log on to lascruces.org/animal shelter to find out more. This week's dog is actually one that I've been fostering for about 2 months now. If you like him, you can stop by V15 and talk to me for some more information, or tweet me at LCHSBBC. I guess I'll hand it over to Cub now.
Hi, my name's Cub. I'm a black Labrador mixed with Great Dane. I'm a foster dog and looking for a happy home and some great owners. I am super playful and love playing fetch. Watch how fast I am. If you pick me, be sure to have lots of chew toys for me. I also love water and can swim pretty good, as long as you swim with me.
Good boy.
I am still learning a few things, but I'm getting better and better at listening every day. If my floppy ears and long tongue caught your eyes, please stop by V15 and let someone know.
If you fell in love with Cub like I did, remember, you can stop by V15 to find out some more information. I'm Maggie Taylor, and this has been Pet of the Week.
Welcome back, dogs.
A break from school can be a break from reality, but for some countries, it's not all vacations and catnaps.
In case you missed some important events from around the world, Carly Henry is here to catch you up on the good, the bad, and the noteworthy of summer 2014.
A lot can happen in a few months, and this past summer was certainly no exception. A complicated issue intensified this past summer in Gaza when Israel launched its Operation Protective Edge. Conflict between Israel and Palestine has been ongoing since the late 1940s, but recent access to weaponry and rising tensions have increased violence. According to the UN, an estimated 1,922 people have died in Gaza since July 8th, 73% being civilians. Hamas, Palestine's governing group, and Israel negotiated a 72-hour ceasefire scheduled to end today. America's funding of Israeli defense continues to cause great controversy. In more recent political news, President Obama approved airstrikes in Iraq against terrorist group ISIS, who aim to slaughter Yazidis and other Iraqi religious minorities in the area. This caused thousands to flee to Mount Sinjar, where they face the dilemma of remaining on the mountain without resources or traveling back down into ISIS-occupied areas to flee to the borders of Turkey.
When we have a mandate to help, in this case a request from the Iraqi government, and when we have the unique capabilities to help avert a massacre, then I believe the United States of America cannot turn a blind eye. We can act carefully and responsibly to prevent a potential act of genocide.
Assistance, rescues, and the continually issued airstrikes toward ISIS gunmen all aim to help the Yazidis get to safety. In other safety and health news, the World Health Organization declared Ebola an international public health emergency. Ebola is a fatal virus that leads to internal and external bleeding. The latest outbreak, which has occurred in several countries in the South African region, is now the largest Ebola outbreak in history. 2 Americans who became infected while treating Ebola patients in Liberia were brought to the U.S. and given an experimental drug known as Z-MAP. There have been no previous studies of the drug's effects in humans, but 2 of the 3 patients treated are showing slow improvement. These are large-scale events. Being an active participant in the world around you is easier and more important than ever before. For Bulldawg Broadcast, this has been Carly Henry.
Thanks, Carly.
While Instagram can keep your memories of the summer, a yearbook can keep your memories forever. Yearbooks can be pre-ordered from now until September 5th for $65. After that, prices will rise until the end of the school year.
It's a new year, and with that, we have a brand new segment just for you. Kendall Anderson will be taking a look at the healthy and not so healthy choices that we make.
Breaking down our environment, nutrition, and everything else, including our sun has in our lives, Kendall is here with her new health segment.
Water. Over 70% of the earth is covered in it. You need it to live. Water makes up to 75% of the human body. So because water makes up almost all of you, the more you have, the better you function. Getting enough water can prevent wrinkles, encourage weight loss, build muscle tone, and improve your overall health. The amount of water one individual needs varies by size, level of activity, and climate. To find this out for yourself, go to about.com and use the hydration calculator.
Thanks, Kendall. That's awesome.
The time is here and we can't wait to start this segment.
Bulldawg Sports is back in action, catching the latest from the fields to the courts this fall.
Let's send it to Britton Soph.
It's a revolution.
What's up, Bulldogs? I'm Soph. And I'm Britt. Bulldog Athletics have begun, and we hit the field with them.
Time to push to start the season with
Bulldawg Sports.
Boys and girls soccer have been speeding through tryouts all week. Boys will have one varsity team to take on all their competition.
Girls have one varsity team, but are still open to taking players through the end of next week. Varsity will have their season opener at Roswell on August 19th. For more information about girls soccer, contact Coach Maggie at 575-621-2375.
Lady Dog Volleyball has been setting the court for the competition. They'll take on the Chapin Huskies on Tuesday, August 19th for their season opener here at the Doghouse.
Bulldog football is returning from a state championship with high expectations. They have been pushing themselves to the limits in hope of reaching this season's goals.
And that's all we have for this week, Dogs. This has been Soph
and Britt with Bulldawg Sports.
Thanks, girls. Well, that's it for this year's first edition of Bulldawg Broadcast. I'm James.
And I'm Naomi. We'll see you next week, Bulldogs.